Hello everyone, hope you are doing well. In this video, I will explain about Swagger UI integrated with Spring Boot application. In Swagger UI, multiple implementations are there. In this video, we are using one of Swagger implementation that is called Spring Fox 3.0. Since 2020, no update. That means no releases. This particular implementation. So we can call it a Spring Fox is a old implementation. This Spring Fox 3.0 compatible Spring Boot version is 2.6.2. It is not a scratch video. This continuation video, Postman and Swagger UI playlist. This playlist link I will provide in description of this video. Remember, this is most important point. Spring Fox is a old API. Since 2020, no updates, no releases. For Spring Fox 3.0 is a latest version. This compatibility Spring Boot version is 2.6.2. Remember this point. So go to your favorite IDE, open any application. Previously, we have developed this student app, right? So I'm opening this one. Right click on form, Spring add starters. Let's check this Spring Fox starter available in Spring Framework or not. If this starter available in Spring Framework, then we will get here. So we will get here Spring Fox. See, it is not available. Make a note point. Spring Fox post point. Spring Fox. Spring Fox is not Spring Fox. So Spring Fox is not a Spring dependency. So it is third party vendor. This is third party vendor developed. So we can get third third party starters in MVN repository. We can get third party starters in MVN repository. So go to MVN repository. We need Spring Fox dependency or starter type Spring Fox. So here Spring Fox boot starter. Some other are there. So ignore those. Go to this one. Spring Fox boot starter. See, go back. Last release July 14, 2020. So it is a third version. So latest release on 2020. Since 4 years, no releases. So that's why I'm calling it as legacy API. So paste here dependencies, post array command. So Spring Fox Swagger UI IMPL Swagger UI implementation API select Control Shift F. So after that remove this Control S. So wait until this process is completed. So go to starter. So as of now, here we are just added Spring Fox starter, but we are not upgraded Spring Boot version. See what Spring Boot version we are using. We are using latest 3.3.2. Let's see we are getting any compilation errors or not. If any compilation errors are we are getting, then we can fix it. So now Spring Boot application is up and running. So it is now starting. So it will up and running. So dialog everything activated. Spring Boot application started. So third point to access Swagger UI, Swagger UI or test UI URL required to access Swagger UI test UI. So further HTTP colon /IP address colon port / Swagger -UI / index.html. So same type in Chrome HTTP colon / localhost 8080 Spring Boot default port. After that, Swagger -UI index.html. See, we are getting 500 error. Let's see, we are getting in console any error. In console, no errors, right? So no errors. So change now Spring Boot version as well. We are expecting 2.6.2. 2.6.2. Control S. Stop the server. So previously we are using 3.3.2, but we are downgrade to 2.6.2. See, verify we are getting one error in entity. Let's see what happened. Jagatta. Jagatta will not support if you are using Spring Boot 2 dot something, then Jagatta will not support. We need to change these. So let's comment it. Comment these two. Control Shift O. See Java X. If we are using Spring 2 dot, if we are using Spring 2.6, suppose 2.6, we need to import Java X. If we are using Spring 3, we need to move to Jagatta. Remember? So let's run the Spring Boot application. Run as Spring Boot app. Run as Spring Boot app. Now this Spring Boot application is up and running. Here we are getting one error at compile time. We are getting one error at compile time. Fail to start bean. Something error we are getting. Fail to start bean. Documentation, plugins, bootstrapper, null pointer exception, something we are getting. So here patterns, request condition, get patterns. This dot condition is null. So we are getting some error. Let's try to fix this error. Then we can restart. See any suggestions are giving. To resolve this error, we need to here scroll down. So cannot invoke org.springframework.verb.mbc condition pattern request pattern get patterns. So to fix this error, we need to add. So I am adding another point, fourth point. So run again, run as Spring Boot app. Yet this is the runtime. At runtime, we are getting the error right. So take that error name. So we are getting error here. MVC condition, patterns, request condition, get patterns, because this condition is null. So to resolve this error, add one to resolve this error. To resolve this error, add one property in properties file. Property name is spring.mbc. Path match dot matching hyphen strategy is equal to key is this is the key value is and path hyphen matcher. Here key is spring.mbc dot path match dot matching equal to path match dot matching hyphen strategy equal to and hyphen path hyphen matcher. So copy this key value, go to application dot properties, resources, in resources application dot properties. So here add Swagger UI. This is related to Swagger UI. This key value related to Swagger UI. So added. After go to Spring app application, Spring Boot starter class, run as Spring Boot application. So wait some time, this application will up and running. Once successfully up and running, then we can refresh Swagger UI URL. See now no runtime errors we are getting. So we are not getting any runtime errors. Let's refresh it. Previously we are getting 500. Let's check what will happen now. Wow, now we are successfully getting the Swagger UI page or testing UI page, right? So let's check. First, I will log in into database by using SQL Plus. So squad tiger that page is 10000 10000 semicolon set lines 10000 semicolon select star from student. See, these are the records are there. I will try to retrieve last record 1003 by using Swagger UI. 1003 name is Mohan, right? So here name. This is the save student, get all student, get student by ID. This is nothing, find student by ID. After that, here look like this is get call. So it is expecting mandatory star means required it will mandatory ID field. So we will get a response here. We will get response in this format. In this format, we will get response. So first try it out. Try it out, then it will be enabled. This will be enabled. We need to execute. In Postman, we need to send, but here execute. So ID 1003, right? 1003. Name is Mohan. When I am meeting, see, this is the curl. We can run this curl in Postman. Remember, curl. So this is the request. We are passing the request param. So here, check name is Mohan, right? See, this is the response body. Status code 200. So same, we can suppose we can find all students, try it out, no parents required, execute. See, this is the curl, this is the request URL. See, these are the response body. This is the student 1, JSON, second, third, like that. So I will try to now save one student. See, save it there, right? So try it out. So it is expecting request body. So branch I am giving INF information something. ID I am giving 1030. Email I am default only I am using. So name is I am giving Chandu. See what response we will get. Executing. So this is the curl. This is the request. So response is status 201 created. Student saved successfully 1030. Let's select star from student. I am retrieving all records. The 1003 are there, right? If you want to retrieve specific record, select star from student where ID is equal to 1030 Here we are getting name is Chandu. So if it is true, 1. If it is false, 0. INF information something. So in this video, we are successfully learned Swagger UA. So now I have a question. I want to update this name. Anything in this UI page, I want to update. How to update? For that, we need to create one Swagger config class. I will update just this name. Instead of this, I will add student service. For that, we need to create one configuration class. I will show how to create that one. So there is no configuration package, right? Add one configuration package, new class, Swagger configuration, Swagger configuration, same you can mention com.in. This is root package. After that, configuration. This is the package name. Finish. So at class level, basic connotation is at configuration. This is must configuration class must have configuration annotation. It will create object for this class. So after that, in configuration class, we need to create one bean method. So public, we are using Spring Foxite. We need to use docket. The docket create docket semicolon control shift O. So it is a add bean. right? After that, at class level, we need to annotate Swagger, enable Swagger, enable Swagger 2. So, see what is saying this one. Indicate that Swagger support should be enabled. So, here, return new. We need to return docket, right? Docket. Inside docket, we need to add document type. Document type. What is saying this document type? Let's see what is telling this document type. Document type dot swagger -2 must use -2. After that, here after that dot select font initiate builder for API selection. So after that dot we need to add API this method. So inside request handler selectors we need to add request handler selectors. See, if you want to add any base package is nothing but com.in we are using at a starter class here. At starter class we are using com.in, right? We need to add otherwise we can use any also, or we need to use base package. So I am using base package. Suppose com com.in. See, in our student app application, this is starter class com.in. It is a root package, right? After that dot. So this is the we need to mention here. We need to add starter class package name. After that path. So in controller some path is there, right? So path we need to add path selectors. Same like this is the request handler selectors, like same path selectors. We can also use here any or regular expression. So let's try to use regular expression. So in student controller, go to student controller. Class level path is always student. After that, let's verify how many. This is the two levels are there. So post it is the student. After that, some places two levels are there, right? For that, we need to use class student dot star class star. So after that dot build, right? So let's see. I want to change this title, right? This is the API description. This is like a title. Then add API import. So create one private method, private API, private API import. So API import method return new API import control space API import. So here it is expecting 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is the 7 parameter constructor, but I will use this is deprecated 8 parameter constructor that is not deprecated student service. So comma null controllers, this we need to add in here semicolon. So controllers, so controllers, let's rerun our application. Let's rerun. Stop the server. Right click, run as Spring Boot app. See, we are multiple in Swagger UI where these are the nulls. We are getting any null pointer exceptions are not. Let's verify. If any null pointer exceptions are getting, then we need to check. See, it is saying null. C is null. So some parameter is not expecting null. For that, go to implementation. See, it is using last parameter collection. That means it is not allowing null. So Swagger configuration. This is the title. See, if you want to go to inside, this is the title, description, version. These can, like here, this is the title, version, description. There is many. If you want anything, you can change there. So I just changing the title only. So we need to add last parameter. It is expecting collection. So I'm using array list. Control Shift O for imports, Control S. So now again start the Spring Boot application. Spring Boot app. Now Spring Boot application is starting. Once successfully started, then we can refresh our Swagger UI or test UI page. Let's see if any errors are getting, then we can recheck again. So now no errors. Go to Swagger UI, refresh. See here, student service, our name. This is the student service, our name. So see Swagger UI, we are added student service. So like that, if you want to change anything, you can change. See, these are the coming, but I want to, if you want to, errors also, defaultly some errors also there. If you want to enable, see, use default response messages. If you want to use default messages, error messages, then you need to dot use default error responses, error messages. Allow ignoring predefined response messages defaults. So if you want to allows ignoring predefined responses, this is boolean by default, it is false, right? So allow ignoring default response messages, this is not required, leave it, Control S. So in this video we have successfully learned Swagger UI, one of implementation. Here Swagger UI integrated with Spring Boot application. We have successfully learned this one of implementation called Spring Fox. So it is compatible with Spring Fox 3.0, compatible with Spring Boot 2.6.0. See, if you are adding like Swagger UI dot html, it is a wrong. We need to use Swagger -ui slash index.html. This is must for this version. If we are using Spring Boot 3.0 and Spring Boot 3.6.0, this is a fixed one. We need to use like this only. So somewhere we are getting error. So some like patterns, request condition, some error. So we are adding one property in application.properties for key and value. Thank you for watching. In this video, we have successfully understand Swagger UI integrated with Spring Boot application. For more videos, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. Next video, I will develop same application by using OpenAPI.